Hello, welcome to this webinar series on research and sources. This webinar we will be focusing on the Katalog Plus feature Interlibrary Loans. The Katalog Plus is a search portal for students from our university in Hochschule Rheinwaal, and I've already shown you how to use advanced searches, what are some of the basic search features and filters in the Katalog Plus so that you can have a better search results. Yeah. The Katalog Plus is an all-in-one place, so you don't really need to go to Google and then Google Scholar and so on and so forth. Via Katalog Plus, you can get all the materials that Google and Google Scholar will be able to find for you, and on top of that you will be able to also have access to license database where our librarians they in our university paid for the license so that students can search and find better materials and better academic materials as well. So we are going to focus on what is interlibrary loans, how you can go about to apply for it, what's the cost, and they also have a frequently asked question so that you can have a better understanding on interlibrary loans. How do I know what are all these features in the in our library? Why are they providing these services? I also went and attended their workshop. You can find a little bit more information about the workshop via our Moodle under University Offerings, Library, and then Training. Then you have to look for this Recherche-Kursanmeldung. And here you can see what are being offered. They have both languages of German and English here. You can find more stuff in their homepage. If you have and you wish to have further courses, do email them and suggest something to them. Or if you need some help, our librarians are very friendly and very helpful and very patient with us. When we need to find some materials, they understand that, sometimes it's quite frustrating, and they're there to help us. And if you are interested in the workshops that they offer in Clever, click here and you'll find all the information. Where's the room, what time is the workshop, and when is it. Alright, and if you're a Fort student, then you can click here. And if you have a lot of questions and you are stuck in the middle of your search and you don't know where to go, please do email them. Don't be shy. Go and see them as well if you are near our library premises. So, to go to the Interlibrary Loan, first of all, I did show you how to search for the Katalog Plus via Google or Bing or any internet search engine. And then here in the quick links, you can already go straight to the Interlibrary Loan. However, I want to show you the Katalog Plus. You can also go to the Katalog Plus and then later go to Interlibrary Loan. If you click Interlibrary Loan right away, it will ask you to sign up, like log in, because you do need to log in via our portal or some kind of, you need to prove that you are our student to get access to some of the things. If not, you can also quickly click on the Interlibrary Loan. There you go. And they have a page here to explain what is Interlibrary Loan. To my understanding, Interlibrary Loan means sometimes you find some materials that you can't have it from our two campuses, or maybe they don't have it on our two campuses, and it is possible that you can borrow it from another library that is in the same Bundesland, same state. So the state is North Rhine-Westphalia. So then the Katalog Plus will show you how many libraries have access to this, and you can borrow it. It does cost, it does have a small fee, so it costs €1.50. Okay. Regardless the success of the order, meaning if you press click later and and it says you want to order, and it turns out that someone already has taken it, then nevertheless, the minute you click order, you do have to pay €1.50. To find out a little bit more, you can read more here. There's the service hours, and they also have a frequently asked questions section. There you go. Frequently asked question interlibrary loans. So all these interesting questions that you can read up if you have questions, yeah. And if you have issues still, you can call them. These are Miss Monique Brown, you can call them, or I believe maybe you can also contact them. Let's see, here you go, there's the email. It shows you what building they're in, and you can talk to all our librarians or any librarians that's on duty in the library as well, or just email them. Okay, so let me switch this off. So let's go and do a little bit of research, and I'm going to show you how interlibrary loan works. So I'm going to search now, and of course if you do look for materials and books and more, we definitely have it on campus, either in Claver or in Camp Limford. But sometimes the one in the articles and more, and you want to search for it, you might not have access to it in our library, and it's not really an academic journal. Yeah, so let's have a look. If it's an academic journal, it says there, and if you click on it, it will tell you whether you can get it right away. Some journals you have direct link to it. It has a little bit of explanation. You do get a full text maybe, and then you just go straight there. It's not really a maybe, it's definitely, it says here freely accessible. Here you can see when it's not in the books and more, articles and more always show you this little bar here. There's the green one on the left, and then the yellow one on the middle, and the red one on the right. If you see a green sign here, it usually means freely accessible. If it's a middle sign here, then you say, oh, thank goodness, I am a student here. It's not freely accessible. It's only accessible when you are a registered student here in our university. And if it's red, that means our university library did not subscribe or did not have a license to have access to that particular source. So if I see this freely accessible source and I click on here, and it brings me to this quite popular journal database called ERIC, and the abstracts there. And if you think, well, I think I quite like it, and it tells you a little bit more, the ERIC number, what type, yeah, it tells you how many pages, and you say, all right, I think I'll read it later, and then you can download full text, so you have access to that. Now sometimes you can't have it freely accessible. Let's find one. Let's see, ebooks. I think ebooks, you can have access to it as well. If I click on it, there's an ebook. It didn't say I can access it, but I can take a look at the sorry, I can take a look at the content page. That's the content page, the 5th edition. You say, oh, I quite like, oh, especially this particular topic, avoid plagiarism. I might want to borrow it. But because it's an ebook, you say, well, I can't seem to have access to it. One way you can try, and here comes the interlibrary loan. You can see here right down there. You can first add it to your list so you don't forget, or you don't have to come back and try and find it. It's already on your list. Second is, you want to find out how you get it. If we don't have it in our library, then you click on this How Do I Get It button. Oh, I should not have done that. Let's see. There it is. How do I get it? Yeah, there's a button there. And there's a summary. And you can see, all right, under the North Rhine-Westphalia Union Catalog, this book is available in 2 libraries. Yay! And then continue, you look at it and say, oh, this actually, I have 2 options. But I can't really order or borrow this book in these 2 libraries, but I can borrow in one of these 8 libraries. You know what's the cool part is? You don't have to go to those libraries yourself. You can then click whether you want a photocopy section. You don't want to have the whole book. They would photocopy it for you. Hence, that's really nice that you have a copy of their content page. So imagine just now I said, oh, I really like this section called plagiarism. I forgot where is it. I should have put it down somewhere. Yeah, so always remember to, you know, write down the page numbers if you think right away you might be interested. Otherwise, you're like me now. I'm making you look through the content page again. Oh, it's, all right, never mind. Oh, there it is. So you can say, all right, page 26 to page 32. So you go back to this page and you click on order. You can tell you want a photocopy of a section and then you click order. I'm going to click order to show you what happened next. I will not do this step because I'm not going to order it. Yeah. So you key in your ID, your library card number, and your password, which is your birth date, and then you log in, and the rest comes. There will be a good instruction, very clear instruction, what you should do next. And of course, I'm sure somewhere they will ask you what page number to what page number you like this to be photocopied and sent to you in Clever Campus. So you click order, and then right away in your library card, if you are logged in, when you click on user account, you will see that you need to pay the €1.50. You either pay right away or next time we are on campus, or when you come on campus to pick up the material. And I think when your material arrives, the librarians will email you and you need to go and pick it up and pay the €1.50. That's cool, isn't it? First, you don't have to buy the book. I think the book is fairly costly. You can have a look here in Amazon. Yeah, that's so cool. This is so cool. Not only it tells you which library you can go and borrow. It didn't tell you exactly which library, but it tells you that there are 8 libraries here in North Rhine-Westphalia that has this book. We don't have it, but the rest of the libraries have it. You don't have to go to those libraries to get it. It will come to you. You can order as, you know, you can loan it as a whole complete book, or you can loan it as a photocopy section. And I believe the photocopy section, you can keep it yourself. If you think I have the money and it's not very costly, but to students, I think this is fairly costly. €116 is quite expensive. So you can also check, like, from €116 to €150 for a section of that's fairly okay. Yeah. And there's an extra note to tell you where else can you think they suggest to you where to find the material. So this is one good example on how you can order interlibrary loans. And most of the academic journals are free. Most of them, I believe. Let's double check. Word combination of English in academic, right? Right away you can see freely accessible. Let me see if I can find a source where it has a yellow little dot instead of the green one. This doesn't even have a dot. So sometimes you can say, well, it doesn't really have a dot, but here you can see I can have access to it full text via here, or I can go straight to the DOI number to have access to all this material. And here Sprachen means language, And here it says in English, and it's in a Swedish university. So I guess the keyword academic writing, it's there's so many sources out there that it's freely available. That's quite nice to know myself, but you need to then go and find out how you need to use this Katalog Plus to, you know, fine-tune your search to find good materials for your research writing. Use the advanced search as symbols to help you as well. If you don't know what are the advanced search as symbol, watch the previous webinar number 3. Otherwise, this is the very quick review on how interlibrary loans work. So the next time I'll see you in the next webinar, we will be talking about the databases and e-journals. What is it? So check it out. If you don't know, you have questions, don't ask me, go to the library or email the librarians, because everything I'm telling you now here in the webinar, I've also learned it from the librarians. So have a nice day. See you next time. Bye-bye.